Oh, what's up everyone, it's Matt Mrozik, and this will be my third little review video for tonight, and these come to you from Troy McDevitt. And if you don't know who Troy McDevitt is, do yourself a favor and look him up on Facebook or Google him. He is a very well-known sculptor in the figure kit community. He's had a couple everything he's done is pretty good. I shouldn't say pretty good, it's good. Raging Hulk, he's got a Raging Hulk kit right now. It's like stomping on Iron Man's head. It's a quarter scale, it's huge. He's got, he's doing he did a quarter scale Bizarro for someone. He's done a bunch of stuff. He's sculpted for Filmies Girls, and I think he's even sculpted for Jesse Garcia. But what he's got going on lately, and he's been doing these for a while now, are these little miniature superhero busts, and these things are really freaking cool. I have two already. I've got the Hulk and the Joker, and he adds to this every year. And I just got these because these are really freaking amazing. So first I'll show you is Superman, and here he is. And I found out at Wonderfest this past year that his wife does all his casting, and she does an amazing job. Really done well. She knows her stuff. So nice detail. Sculpt is really cool. I love Superman's look here. Kind of cross between the chiseled and, baby face look. It's a nice kind of compromise between the two. They all come with a stack of comic books for a base, and then you get a loose comic book. And to go with that, you get, where is it? Here we go. You get little paper printouts. These are just printed on photo paper. You just cut them out and glue them onto the base. And there you go. They're comic book covers. Really cool. So it looks like, I'm not a comic book guy, but it looks like they've got several very, different time periods in the Superman comic book, anything from very classic to a little more modern. Again, I'm not familiar with these, but they look cool. So, and they fit perfectly on the different shapes of the base. And then of course you just paint the color of paper, and you're good to go. So Superman, really cool. I love it. Yeah, I like this. I like his face on that, and it fits right in the base. Like this or like this? Maybe like that. Yeah, very cool. Just like that. And then the next one we got is going to be the Green Goblin. And he's wrapped in some bubble wrap at the top, which means there's something probably a little fragile on him. So all the bases are the same with these. All the bases are the same. Those don't ever change. What changes on the base are the comic book covers that you get to go on the base. So here's the Goblin. Sorry for all the background noise. My daughter's having a sleepover tonight, and they're being typical girls. Loud. So here's the Green Goblin comic book covers. Superman, Spider-Man, I guess just anything with a Green Goblin. Again, I'm not a comic guy, so I'm not sure the whole story behind all these characters or how they interact. So, as I always say, if I see something I like, I try to get it. I don't care what it is. My guess is this is, oh yeah, because of his ears. I don't want to. Alright, so this is one of the few of these kits that actually the head comes in two pieces, because the Green Goblin's got this big old thing on the back. And so we'll have to work on getting that to fit a little bit better, but that's no big deal. I'm not sure how it's supposed to go on exactly. I mean, they could go on. There it goes. Actually, never mind. There won't be a lot of work. It fits in perfectly. There's a seam you'll have to fix, but it keys in there nicely. But man, look at this. Look at the sculpt on this. I love how deranged he looks, and the scales on his shoulders are done really well. I think he does this individually. Like, he makes these little circles and applies them individually when he's sculpting this. And his wife's casting, Stephanie, I believe is her name. I'll tag all these guys down below, but casting's top notch. You got your typical little mold line you got to deal with, but it's minimal, so Cleanup should be good. Trying to see how she actually molded this, because so there's a mold line that goes, let's see, up the middle and the back, a little bit on the sides, and then it kind of, I'm guessing there's a little bit of one right here, but I don't see it like past the chin, so I'm not sure. You know, I'm not a mold maker or a caster, so I just kind of guess at how these things go together. Now he fits nice and snug down to the base. Maybe the Batman I didn't have in there quite all the way, but he fits perfectly. But he looks really cool. Nice and deranged look. Nice job on the sculpt, Troy. Really cool. He's got like, how many of these in now? I think he's got like 12 in this series or something like that. He's got a lot. And then the next one I got him because I'm kind of already done one of these in quarter scale, and I like Troy's take on him, is the Punisher. Look at him. Really, I'd love to see this guy in a quarter scale rendition. I'm thinking, I don't know, Troy could be wrong. I don't know. These aren't quite quarter scale. These are probably third scale. Not third scale. I don't know. Are these 1/6 scale? I'd guess 1/6 scale would be my guess. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Troy. But I love all the texture in the beard. I'll make it real nice to do a nice beard, just to do a nice wash on there to bring out all the detail. He's got a cool band-aid on his nose. You know, he's been beat up a little bit. Nice scar on his cheek. Great details. You could just get the top of the Punisher logo on his chest so you know it's him. Nice, you know, leather straps, or I guess it could be canvas or leather, depending on how you want to paint it. Could go either way. These would probably be more canvas, just the way it's, or like ripstock or nylon. And then these parts would be leather, depending on how you paint it. But cool. And again, I think I had Superman going in the wrong way because these guys fit perfectly. So nothing wrong with Superman. It's just because I'm Polish and I don't know how to put it together. And let's look at his comic book covers. All right, and here's his. So cool pieces by Troy again. I've got a bunch of these. I need to paint them up. These would be great little projects to do in between these gargantuan projects I've been doing like for the past 4 years. I've been doing a lot of big projects, but if you don't have any of these, let me see if I can get soup in there all the way. There we go. Yeah, I just had them in the wrong way. If you haven't got any of these, do yourself a favor and get one. You know, they're $40, which is a really good price, I think, for something like this. The quality is top notch. The sculpting is top notch. So, you know, it's an affordable way to paint superheroes. You know, you're not getting a full figure. You know, I'm fairly new to figures still. I still say I'm new. I've been doing it for about a year and a half, 2 years now, and I've got quite a few on my belt, but I still consider myself new to the figure world. These would be perfect to practice on. So you could get Superman, you could paint him. If you don't like him, you strip him and do it again, just over and over and over again. For $40, it's a great piece to practice on, and then you just keep painting him till you get him the way you like, you know, and then you kind of, you know, come up with techniques that work for you. You know, everyone has their way of doing things, and I do what works for me, but I always look at other people's techniques and try to apply them and see if they work for me. Otherwise, I come up with my own, and I've been doing a lot of that lately. So, but check out Troy's work. I'll link him put a link to his Facebook page down here. Check out the whole series. He's also got a great series of Christmas ornaments, which I painted up a few last year. I did the Joker and Batman, which were a ton of fun. The Joker took me a really long time to do, probably longer than it should have, but he turned out really nice. And Troy's got some other cool stuff that he's doing for other guys, and I'm not sure if he's producing them or if he's just sculpting them. One are the Avenger babies, which he had the working sculpt of Captain America at Wonderfest this past year, and it was really, really freaking cool. So I'm keeping an eye out for those when they start getting produced. But as always, it's Matt Morozik. Thanks for watching, as always, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye.